Welcome to Los Angeles Memorial Stadium. It's the Fresno State Bulldogs and the USC Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you step onto the field for a USC football game, you know you are in the heart of history. Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles has seen more sports than you can imagine. Hosting 2 Summer Olympics in 1932 and 84, it is also returned for a 3rd Olympic trial in 2028. It was opened in 1923, and more history has happened in the Coliseum than anywhere else in college sports. Back to you guys.
Okay, Holly. The Trojans offense will have the opening possession of the game. And now we get a look at Jayden Maiava. What a game he had last time out, throwing for 7 scores. On the move, it's Jordan. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
With the catch, it's Anderson. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
They're testing the right side here. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They give it to him again. There's a crease. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the 1st on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front 7 and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man downfield. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the...
Touchdown, Southern Cal! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had 1 extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the capper a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Fresno State Bulldogs offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. He has a talented cornerback on the other side. He's really been looking forward to this matchup to prove how good he is. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run it from the gun. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls and fires complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to power their way ahead. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The easy way to convert on 3rd down, the penalty moves the sticks. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment, defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. First down and 5 after the penalty. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Punts it out of the air. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Bulldogs are rolling down the field. Martin will throw it. Under fire. It's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Got his man. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Got his man on the outside. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires quickly. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. This quarterback part of their running game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Fresno State will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball.
It's a seam wide open. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. To the air, it's Mayava. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Could be an alley. offense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. They go to the wide receiver screen. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Between the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Running to the left.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish, and they just need something to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Martin back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Freeman. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's a draw. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Snags it, and he's open. Made a defender miss. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. The Bulldogs peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the... Now back to the line. Quick release by the QB. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Smashes it between the uprights. This is now a 7-point game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Back to throw, it's Maiava. Looking down the middle. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion.
Return.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern.
Play. Go.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Gets the back moving. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Running to the left. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Right back to it. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Martin will throw it. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. Fresno State will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits ground to the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Off the play fake on 1st down, to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. And and they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Wormley. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Before they snap the ball on second down, timeout is called. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Mayava. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it way down the field. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike.
Number 48 on the field goal.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Baylor taking on the Auburn Tigers. And it's the Bears looking to bounce back from a Week 1 loss. They lead it here in the first half. We'll see how things progress. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
On the move from inside is 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Unloads it left. He's got it. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Options galore here, second and just a few inches. Martin back to pass. He makes the catch, but the official's right on top of it, signaling out of bounds. The Bulldogs are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got it down the field. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the third quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pit.
Caught. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Can the D deny them on second and goal? They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Just hammer. Running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. He'll bring it out. It's Lockhart. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. It's complete to the right. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still continues to fight for yards. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Trojans! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Finds his big tight end. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. The run inside. It's Wormley. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And the ball was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. First down here for the offense. Takes the handoff. It's Jordan.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He wants to change this route. Handoff to the lone back. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. After that last play, there is a Trojan who is shaken up on the field. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. To the air, it's Mayava. Fires to the middle. Got his man. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, USC! And the punishment has been extended.
Another nice drive put together, and this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. So now it's 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Martin will throw it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They'll move the tight end. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires downfield. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Fresno State will have to punt. Now on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. How good have they been the last couple of drives? Took a close game, turned it into a blowout, and they have the football back. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Miller with the ball. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching him off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Trojans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hope.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air on 2nd down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. And that last incompletion leaves this offense facing a 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Got his man on the right. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown.
Fresno State, 10.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And so the Fresno State offense comes out onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. He wants a big play here late. It's picked off and another empty drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Right back to the well. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Williams. Complete to the right. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Really nice job there as the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Trojans use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line.
Here we go. 886 bouncer.
Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, USC.
One more play to pad the stats. They'll give it to him again. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better.